Okay, today we will be starting with cancer once more. In this lecture, what I'll do is I'll just continue with a further understanding of what cancer is. In the previous lecture, what I did was I gave a preview of how the cancer is picturized in the modern medical fraternity and what is the reality of the cancer that exists. Now, and what are the treatments and whether the treatment is all cancers are completely curable? Yes, I say all cancers are completely curable. Now, in this lecture, what we will do is how it is curable and what are the real understanding. See, understanding is one of the. When I was reading Hindu scriptures, as it is called, all Vedas and Upanishads, basically. Well, in Upanishads, I found that as your understanding of any problem establishes, the solution just appears in front of you, and not one solution but multiple solutions. So understanding, basically what I did was I had Ayurveda Cancer Research Trust. My name is Deepak Mahadeva, and what I've been doing from past 7 years, it's been more than 8 years. What I've been doing is I've been trying to understand what the problems are. Once I have came to the and I am firm with my conclusion that once you understand any problem, for that matter, this world, the world which you don't know, and the world which is completely mythical to this generation, even in those world, this understanding exists, or this law exists. Once you understand any problem, the solution appears in front of you. So what we will do is we will continue with the understanding of what cancer is all about. Next. Here I deliberately picked up a slide showing a lymphatic system. What are lymphatic system for doctors especially? See, every time there is some disease condition or any lymph node that is swollen, what you do is you surgically remove them. Why? Just I don't want the answer. Try to understand here is that lymph node, what is it doing? You also know, but you consider that to be solution. It is trying to block the spread of a disease from one section of a body to another section of body. What you do is you remove that lymphatic lymph node. What happens next time? If there is an infection in certain region, it will easily spread to the other region, causing another lymph to get swollen. That's how the cancer keeps on spreading all over the body. This is one of the biggest dreaded treatment lineup that you all are following. Any issues? See here, why this lymphatic system is so much spread inside our body, completely spread, each and every part of the body. We have got lymphatic system in it, and lymph nodes are present, and especially in the middle section of your body, you have maximum amount of lymph nodes. Right from the here, the inguinal region, you have lymph nodes, and it is carried all along to the chest region. in the it is not shown much here, but in this colon region you will have many lymphatic systems, especially in the abdominal region you have many lymph nodes present, especially along ascending and along the descending colon. You can in the peritoneum, especially it is in the peritoneum or peritoneal sac. Now as it travels all along upwards, now here in the chest region you have lymph nodes, and there again in the whole body. In fact, if you would see, almost all region of the body consists of lymph nodes. And the major function of this lymph nodes, inside the nodes there are immune cells that stops the spread of one cancer to the other part of the body. Now why I picked up this slide, because I wanted to explain what is happening in this today's scenario. What is happening? Any swelling that you are having, any swelling if you have, any pain in any of the, especially the pains are in the anywhere, anything happens inside your body, the nearest lymph nodes get swollen and there is a pain. If anything happens in your mouth, your tonsil, as you call, lymph node here gets swollen, and then if anything happens in your stomach, your lymph nodes in the flank region, in the sides of your stomach or next to the liver, it gets swollen. Even in the colon region, you will have a swelling of the lymph nodes. So what I'm trying, even in your armpit, you will have a swollen lymph nodes. All these regions you get a swollen lymph nodes. Why? What is happening in those lymph nodes? What it is trying to, any sorts of say for example, now since we are talking about cancer, if there is a cancerous, precancerous cell or cancerous growth that is happening inside cancer, I have already explained what the cancer is. Cancer is not the way it is picturized. As we move forward, we will understand. Some cell which has gone in anxiety mode. Say for example, antisocial element. One element that have gone completely crazy and started killing, like Kassak fellow. Okay. So if somebody, some cell goes completely in the anxiety mode and continuously starts to multiply or replicate itself, that is what the cancer is picturized in the modern medical fraternity. Now they do not consider anxiety as a cause, but say when I was reading in my primary school, not even primary, secondary school, what I found is there they say that if there is a continuous irritation, now they have stopped saying that. Now continuous irritation is the root cause of all cancers. I have read in 10th standard or 9th standard, if I do remember, the cause of cancer. And then later on, I never found, when I came to the medical fraternity, it was almost deleted there. Continuous irritation, and right, as to my understanding, if there is continuous irritation at a particular point in our body, what happens is like that cell goes to the anxiety mode, and to defend itself, it starts to replicate itself vigorously. This is the one form that is understood. The other form that you need to understand is if there is a certain amount of invasion that is happening inside your system. If there is a certain invasion that is there, and certain function is happening inside your system, and that function is being resisted by the cells of your body, then you will have a cancer. No, next slide. Here again, the lymph nodes, especially we have seen many breast tumors in upcoming. I had many patients. I was dealing with breast cancer, and I do not understand. It's a very simple disease. but the delusion associated with the cancer is so high that people are scared to their death. I mean, they do anything for that matter. They will chop off their breasts and then they will take the chemotherapy, remove all their hair. Their hairs are gone, nails they look ugly like kind of ghost. And yet they are like, they are not satisfied. They are still like, I'm not keeping well and I'm sick, I might die very soon. This is a scenario that I'm seeing with all the breast cancer patients. Apart from few who claim them to be survivor cancer survivor, society's trend of, you know what, I'm not, utter stupid, utter nonsense. You know what, I'm carrying millions of cancer in my body. I can show you. Each and every medical fraternity, please come and check my body. I will show you more than 100 cancers, especially cancers. The lymphatic, all my lymph nodes will be filled with cancer. See, when you are doing yoga, there are a number of things that you get attacked with. I get attacked with cancers. Okay, so my body is filled with cancers, so anybody can come and check me. I'm not talking cancer just as a crap. Like, I fantasize these science in my dreams and then present it to you in the form of video. No, that is not what is happening. In reality, you see what is happening is I deal with these cancers. All my body is filled with them, right from head. If you examine my head, you will find many nodes that are filled with cancerous cells. And even most of my stomach area, liver, next to my liver, there is one cancer. I am being a cancer doctor. I know how to deal with it. I keep it just for experiment sake. And later on, I'll tell you what is this reality. These are the biggest cancer with which people have to die. I mean, this is one of the dreaded cancers that I am carrying currently. So what I'm trying to tell you is, you see, this don't make cancer as a social. I survive. Idiots you are. No. I mean, what surviving? Huh? What surviving? What survival? One cancer treatment. I survived. I am hero. Stop this nonsense. Cancer survival. No, you are not hero. You are a bullshit. You are a shitter. Nothing happens. To cancer patient, nothing happens. Okay. This is emotional. What you have survived, I would tell you. You have survived those assholes. Let me put it this way. Those assholes treater, they themselves, they you know what, most of the cancer oncologists I'm talking about, most of the oncologists, if they get a cancer, they will not have chemotherapy. They will go for Ayurvedic or homeopathic treatment. This is a reality. Go and check it. And they do suffer from most of the oncologists. I mean, forget about this. Nowadays, in the upcoming 5 years, you will see all the doctors having cancer. Guarantee. See, this is a bold statement. This is Yogi's statement. Understand what I'm trying to tell you. All cancer doctors will have cancers and they will die with cancer. This is a reality. This is Yogi's statement. See, if I say it happens. It's a reality. So stop treating cancer patient with the treatment that you know that is not well. Okay? So this is not challenge. Don't take it. I'm not going to do anything. But it is a reality. I see things. So I am just presenting in front of you. So you will have to face those cancers. Because ये नियति का नियम है. It's a law. It's a law that gets. Once it is, see what has been done in the current scenario, what is being done is like there is solution to the cancer that is discovered. The reality of the cancer is known. When the reality of the cancer is known, when the cancer's real picture is known, and when the solution is arrived and that solution is presented to whom you might not know, but to the world which runs, to the parallel universe, or to the universe which runs the entire this small stupid world. Okay, so in the why I call them stupid, because they are under delusion, huge delusion, and because of being in the delusion they are stupefied to such an extent, even stupid is a very cute word for them. Okay, so so yeah, cancer, see, once the treatment have arrived, and now if you know that the treatment that you are carrying is not a treatment and there is another form of treatment that is existential, their system knows, their inside, they know, they do not know, but their system inside knows, they will kill them. You're getting the point? The other universe that runs. So I'm just making you sure that what I have told you, it's scientifically provable sentence, that you will die in 5 years with the cancer. It is not just a bogus statement that I am. So oncologists, please watch my video and try to do some correction. So here I was talking about next slide, the same thing, tumor spread. And here what I wanted to present to you is, see, what is cancer? See, basically, I mean, people do not watch it. Haven't you seen a sea creature like this? Haven't you seen a jungle में many creatures, sea creatures? Octopus name, but many creatures you see like this. Right? Now see again, what are these? Again, see, these are also sea creatures. Some or the other sea creatures. What I'm trying to tell you is, like, these are creatures, these are live beings. Your cancer is not just a piece of meat. I've been telling you in all my videos, it's not a piece of meat, it's a live creature. Now this live creature have got its intelligence. Why it is growing? See, what is this? These are capillaries. These are capillaries which are drawn towards. He knows how to feed himself. So he's feeding continuously. Look, the smaller capillaries here. These are veins. Sorry, these are arteries. These are arteries which are drawn to here. These are small capillaries, hair-like structure that you are seeing are those capillaries. Now, what it is designed, it's structured in such a way from all sides that it is sucking in blood and is sucking in nutrition from your system, and what it is doing is, like, it is continuously replicating itself. Now why this piece of being, or piece of or suddenly it wants to see? If you might not be able to see, but just imagine that these round structures are head of certain beings. Okay, this is the head of one big creature. These are small heads of different creatures. Now they are growing. They rapidly want to grow. Why they want to rapidly grow? Because see, they know that they will be attacked and they will be perished. They will be destroyed. So they will do it as quickly as possible. Now why all of a sudden certain part of your body or certain part of your cell suddenly wants to grow rapidly? What happens is, like, continuous irritation was one of the cause that was put forth in. But see, understand the antisocial element. What happens to them? You might have seen many movies of antisocial elements. What is wrong with them? Even if they go to jail, they will come back. They will do the same thing. Again, they will go to the jail. They will come back and they will do. Unless and until they are dead, they will keep on doing the same thing. Even in understand. See, this is the point that I am trying to prove to you. So what happens is, like, a certain cell inside your system, how does this antisocial elements comes into picture? See, see, there are two truths. One is you make it, the other is they are made. Okay. So they are made is not understood by the medical fraternity. So you make it. So what happens with the consumption of the medicine that you are, or with whatever lifestyle that you are having currently? I have been explaining on all different lectures what are the lifestyles that you are carrying, and all those lifestyles and thought current especially. Understand? See, cancer is not a local disease as it is understood. It is not at all a local disease. It is a central nervous system disease. Let me put it this way: central nervous system. What happens is, like, if certain irritation, certain part of your body is continuously getting irritated, or it is producing some irritation to you, it is continuously poking your head. It is giving a signal to your brain. Now your brain, it registers it and it calms it down, or else it registers it and you suppress it down. Understand the meaning? When you take a painkiller, when you take the antihistaminic medication, anti-allergy, anti-allergy, anti-steroid, all these medications, when you take, all these are antagonists. Let me put it in one word for all doctors: antagonist. All antagonist medications that are there. What happens is, like, all these antagonist medications, especially, cut the connections between the signal from the irritant or from the pain points to the central nervous system. Now, central nervous system, it does not register that there is some problem. Now, what happens is, like, see, simple thing, like, there are antisocial elements, but nobody have the guts to complain to the police. What happens is, like, that antisocial element will keep on becoming dreaded day by day. Okay, same thing happens to. So understand what you all are doing. By taking those medication, what you are doing is you are cutting the connection between this police system, policing system or police system, and the antisocial elements. So police system is kept away from the antisocial element. What a police system in your body is your immune system. So what happens, like, whenever an antisocial element, or whenever a cell inside your body gets into an anxiety mode, what happens is, like, it gives a signal to the brain. Brain calculates everything and it gives a signal to the immune system, and that then the immune system start to perform its action. Now understand, immune system action happens on 3 levels. One is a local action, especially with the mast cell and some other phagocytic cells, local action. Now basophils,